Assalamualaikum and selamat sejahtera to Dr. Muhammad Fahmi and audience. Before we begin, let me introduce myself and my group members. My name is Arif Manafi bin Mat Zaki and my group members are Alia Akilah bin Jelani and Muhammad Azrin bin Muhammad Yamin. We will be presenting about healthy minds, healthy lives. First and foremost, for the first part, what is mental health? According to the World Health Organization, WHO, mental health is a state of well-being in which an individual realizes his or her own abilities, can cope with the normal stress of life, can work productively, and is able to make a contribution to his or her community. Mental health is vital at all stages of life, including childhood, adolescence, and maturity. Over the course of life, if you experience mental health problems, your thinking, mood, and behavior could be affected. So, why is mental health important for overall health? Both mental and physical health are essential components of complete well-being. Depression, for example, raises the risk of a variety of physical health issues, especially long-term disease like diabetes, heart disease, and stroke. In the same way, the existence of chronic illness might raise the risk of mental disease. Can your mental health change over time? The answer is yes. It's important to note that a person's mental health may fluctuate over time and is influenced by a variety of circumstances. When a person's resource and coping skills are pushed beyond their limits, their mental health may suffer. For example, someone who is working long hours, caring for a relative, or going through financial struggle may have a poor mental health. So, how common are mental illness in Malaysia? Malaysia's Healthiest Workplace by AIA Vitality, the first science-backed survey commissioned by AIA that analyzed productivity for companies as well as employees' health, has found from its 2019 survey that 51% of the 70,595 employees polled suffer from work-related stress, and the 53% get less than 7 hours of sleep each night. Notably, 7% of the respondents experienced moderate to high level of anxiety or depressive symptoms, with the bulk of them aged 18 to 40. These mental health indicators show that half of the Malaysian workforce are stressed out and not getting enough sleep, and about 1 out of 10 Malaysian employees is either anxious or depressed, with the most of them being millennials.
Hi, Assalamualaikum. I am Alia and I will be continuing to our next part, which are the risk factors that may affect one to develop mental illnesses. Everyone has some risk of developing a mental health disorder. The following factors may contribute to mental health disruptions, such that in terms of continuous social and economic pressure, as well as biological factors. Research done by the Malaysian Ministry of Health published in 2015 came out with a statistic that the rural region of East Malaysia had the highest prevalence of mental disorders at 43%, followed by the capital Kuala Lumpur, where 40% of the population fulfilled the criteria for a mental affliction. Rural regions have more adverse socio-economic conditions with higher poverty and unemployment. This, combined with increased stigma, reduces access to general and mental health care. However, on another note, speaking in terms of biological factors, people without related genes or a family history of mental illness can still have mental health issues. Here are some of the most common types of mental diseases. Firstly, schizophrenia, a complex condition in which individuals will have thoughts that appear fragmented, and they may also find it hard to process information. Next, mood disorders. Individuals suffering from this will have significant changes in mood, mainly can be classified as either major depression, bipolar disorder, or seasonal affective disorder. Last but not least, an anxiety disorder can be divided into several types, which are generalized anxiety disorder, panic disorder, obsessive compulsive disorder (OCD), and post-traumatic stress disorder (PTSD). For more information regarding these mental health conditions, it is much advisable to consult with a psychiatrist or psychological counselor for a better understanding. Thank you.
So I am Muhammad Azrin bin Muhammad Yamin and will present few suggestions for treatment plan. There are various methods for managing mental health problems. Treatment is highly individual and one may have different type of approach with others. These are three suggested treatment we provided, which are self-help, medication, and psychotherapy or talking therapies. A person coping with mental health difficulties will usually need to make changes to their lifestyle to facilitate wellness. They should take time away from work and try to resolve any issues, especially regarding personal relationships. Medication is where people take prescribed medication such as antidepressants and any type of drugs. Note that this type of treatment may not resolve the problem, but it helps person to resume their social interaction and undergoing normal routine. Psychotherapy is suitable for severe cases and is suitable to root their mental illness problems and try to start having a healthful lifestyle. So that's all from us. Thank you and stay healthy.